One thing I missed in the previous video is theta and rho space. Theta is the angle to which the line is perpendicular to, and rho is the distance between the origin and the point. So in polar coordinates, this is done usually in Calc 2, we have the origin and we have a distance and we have a line. And this is the line that we're looking for. This line is perpendicular to the radius, and this radius, we call this rho, and this we call theta. So here we essentially have a line, and this line is the rho, and this is the theta. So as I change with different directions, it's going to give me a different rho, and it's going to give me a different theta. That's why I have this sinusoidal curve. That is something that I missed in the previous video. Now that we got that, one of the issues with computer vision is because when you have a line, for example, at 0 degrees, then that's not going to have any calculation issues. 90 degrees vertical have no calculation issues, but when you have something that's a little odd, for example, like 20 degrees, then it's going to have some problems. Let's illustrate this. Suppose we have a line at 20 degrees, and because pixels are a discrete space, we do 3 by 3 pixels, and suppose this is the pixel of the line, and you go 20 degrees. Let's try the other one. So we go, this is our origin, and then we go 20 degrees. So do I color this space, or do I color this space, right? So let's suppose we color this space, and then we color this space. You see what I'm trying to get at? This would introduce some distortion in the line, because now the line is not, if you think 20 degrees, you know, you can argue that this also represents 30 degrees, and or 10 degrees can also be represented by like that. So when you have a pixel, when you have an image with large enough pixels, you will introduce errors into the function. So when you have an image, you have this line, and suppose this line and this theta is 20 degrees, and you found these two collinear points, and you do this graph. Now, this intersection might not be accurate because this line is distorted by the pixels that we have just shown earlier. So now we have, imagine if you have a lot of all these lines in the image, then these pixels might not be super accurate to represent the actual lines in the image. So how do we resolve this? I'm going to talk about that in the next video.